Awesome. All right. So our next scene is going to take place immediately after. You guys, of course, have this dragon skull, which is blocking the entrance to this hidden cave, which Diana has led you all to. Micah, the Myconid, is going to stay outside while you guys crawl through the teeth of the dragon skull and make your way inside the tunnel. Before you guys make your way inside, does anybody want to cast any spells or make any preparations?
Fuck. Yes, done.
Rapier flame.
I would probably just drink the last of any alcohol I had on me. Because this seems like a suicide mission.
So if you guys would like to put yourselves how you would be filing in this rather narrow corridor here, we will pick it up with you guys crawling through for just a few feet on your hands and knees to get through the front of the skull before it opens up into a cave that is usually between like 5 and 7 feet across. And as you guys make your way inside, you guys can hear the splashing about of water, and you can see signs of movement and little leavings of those corrupted plants, just like old rotted twigs and whatnot. Diana, I'm going to back you up a tiny bit and actually put you guys no further than where Tosh is, actually, if you guys want to back up, such that the front person is right there. Then that would actually be a perfect point for you guys to be entering from. All right. With you guys rounding the corner here, Diana, you would see the first signs of something noticing you as a set of those hostile plant creatures known as twig blights round the corner and make this strange rustling sound that sounds alien but hostile. Everybody roll initiative for me.
I don't roll any better in the virtual run.
We had a friend we played with who got so mad at every virtual dice rolling system, no matter what it was. He actually made his own, and still didn't roll great for him.
How do I scale down my model again? I used the wrong model.
Scale it down. You can do it with a plus and minus, but I can, we can copy paste your initiative model. Yeah, nice. There you go.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Is Mr. Myconid still with us?
Micah did not come in with you guys.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was just checking.
All right. So with the entrance of the group, the twig blights all note the rustling and aggressive posture of the front two that spotted Diana, and it seems as though the aggressive rustling cacophony of all the twig blights filling the room disturbs the presence of some unknown being within who is splashing about in the water. You guys would hear the lurching and splashing of water, but not yet see what's in the pool. The next up would be our hostile plant creatures, the twig blights. These little guys are small and can't cover a ton of ground, so they're going to end up dashing to be able to get up towards Diana here, while the ones in the back are going to dash and then try and climb over these rocks, which takes them half speed since they don't have climb. So they end up just climbing and clambering over these rocks, but not making it all the way over. While these ones similarly start climbing down this cliff here and making their way down and getting on the low ground. And these ones over here gonna just dash on flat ground and make it to there. Alrighty. We're gonna be done there, and it's gonna be Nikolai, followed by Tobuscus.
I'm just going to kind of sneak along the outer wall here, taking a hide as I... A 25. And then I'm going to shoot that one twig blight. Yeah, 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's easily gonna hit.
For a mighty 18 magical pierce.
Easy kill.
And then I will sneak back to here. And that's me.
All right, we're gonna be followed up by Tobuscus and then Tosh.
Tobuscus will oh sorry. Ivar will turn to him and say, go boy, take them down. Be careful. He will charge on past Diana, slip past the twig blight and attack as he goes by. Ooh, you got a 22 to hit.
Yeah,
He
it's
will-
easily gonna hit.
It'll be 11 non-magical piercing damage, and he takes a strength save, or gets knocked prone.
No, he just crumbles up into just little twigs that Tobuscus can chomp and chew on, but he falls apart easily with that damage.
So yeah, Tobuscus like snatches him up by the throat and like doesn't stop his momentum and just keeps dragging him along and keeps moving his full movement, and then kind of shakes him at the end of his movement.
Yeah, he's only got like a single twig in his mouth by the end of his movement. Very nice, Tobuscus. If that's it for our good boy, we've got Tosh Helios up next, followed by Tunes.
Yeah, Tosh would come running up through the corridor, and then seeing the wall, I guess, yeah, he's gonna close the gap between him and Tobuscus, and then he's gonna ready an attack.
Alrighty. So you've got your weapon in front, ready to attack anything that comes into range. If that's it for you, we would have Tunes, the Quickling, up next. All right. So Pepper, you're gonna see your little Quickling companion fly up to be just like a millimeter away from your face and looking you dead in the eye.
You want me to stab them plants, boss, or maybe grab the little seeds out of the plants? The little tongues, I mean?
Excellent question, Toon. I want you to go take those seeds out of the plants. You can do this. You have this.
Oh yeah, I got small hands, very nimble. Toon's got this.
Perfect.
And just as soon as the words are out of her mouth, with the unearthly speed of a quickling, she is just out of sight. Her 120-foot speed easily gets her not just there, but actually safely to the one in the back, where she is flying over it. And we'll try and take a dexterity check to try and pull the body out without injuring the plant. And being extremely dexterous, she ends up getting, with her natural 12, it ends up being an 18, as she is able to pull out a tongue that is about the size of her, as she kind of has to two-hand it to pull it out of this thing. But with her speed, she's able to throw this corrupted tongue onto the ground nearby, and would whiz on up and end her turn at the height of the cave, 30 feet up in the air. That would be it for Toons, who would be followed up by Ivar.
All right, I will move on up to catch up with the bus. I will dash to get ahead of Tobuscus. I protect my boy.
You're a brave fool.
God, that'd be my first time I get a good look at the elemental, and then have a brief moment where I just like kind of swallow hard and just like, and then brace myself and end my turn.
Could just be next
Yeah.
to your boy.
Someone can come up
And-
if somebody wants room, please.
And the quickling was in fact so quick that the sickly elemental did not notice you, or not notice Toons, but Ivar is, however, a noticed arrival, and you would see that this sickly mass that appears to be like a green gelatin that sizzles and boils as though it is extremely hot, is just wading and splashing through the water, which it itself seems to just be thick with muck and a foul color. The being actually sounds as though it's rumbling to you in a language of the elementals, which you most likely have absolutely no knowledge of. However, at the back of the cave, Diana and Artemisia would actually recognize the Ignan tongue rumbling out of this horribly sickly creature.
Burn.
And it is, if there's nothing else for you, Ivar, we would have Artemisia right after you.
All right, and just real quick, did it just say burn?
It sure did.
All right. So I'm going to move up there. And then not close enough to do much. So like, go Toons, good job. And then I'm done.
All right. We got some moral support. And did you say you dashed up, or what did you do with your action?
I just moved up. I guess I could have dashed up. Or like, how quickly do those twigs move?
They're shuffling along at 20 feet, and a couple of them dashed, so a couple of them covered 40 feet. And these guys had to climb, so they're like on, these little rocks.
All right. I mean, I almost feel like that means that none of them is going to close enough to me for readying an action to really matter.
Yeah, and if you never know what to do with your action, it's always a good idea. You can just dodge. It's never a bad idea to just be more on the defensive. But yeah, whatever you want. Ready an attack or dodge is either way.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I'll ready an just in case.
Alrighty. Yeah. If that's it for Artemisia, then we're gonna have at bottom of the initiative order, Diana Moonglare.
Great. I think now is the perfect time for me to transform out of my elvish body, and elk form is still mildly injured from our last session, so I'm going to...
Ooh, it actually comes back fresh when you use it, so you don't have to worry about that if you wanted to be an elk.
Oh yeah? Okay, cool. Well, I was thinking, being a snake would be really cool in this moment,
Ooh.
and be really good mobility. But I don't think a snake can attack multiple things. I would imagine that would just one little twig. But that does seem cool.
I could take a quick look at the snake stat blocks. Let me see if there's anything that stands out.
Yeah, no, at least the bear has a multi-attack, but the snake doesn't. It doesn't look like they do.
The giant constrictor snake is actually really good. It has a grapple built into its attack, and it's also a restrain as part of that grapple.
Yeah, so he's right about that. So yeah, the constrictor snake is good, but it doesn't have a multi-attack, which if that's what you're looking for, it doesn't give you. But yeah, it's not anything you have to worry about min-maxing too much. It's whatever you feel like doing. Your elk is obviously going to be big and towering, taking up a huge amount of space in here. So you can move forward and do that, or the snake would be a much more size appropriate bit for the hallway, whatever.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking. I think that it would look really cool to have like a giant bear in here, but that wouldn't be really conducive to how small the hallway is. So I'm going to transform into a snake.
All right. So the constrictor snake, even though it's obviously like not taking up the entirety of that space, it is considered a huge creature. So you're roughly that big. As Diana takes another beast form. And what do you think, Diana? What's going to be diamond on your snake?
My eyes.
Ooh, creepy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Diamond Eye Diana is in snake form, and the snake's got 30 feet of movement if you wanted to move at all. And then I think it's your bonus action only to shapeshift as a moon druid, so you can still use your action to attack or dash or dodge or anything you want.
All right, I just want to point out that Diamond Eye Diana is a really cool rock star name, so called it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And yeah, I definitely want to move. How much movement do I have? Do I have enough movement to get to these guys over here?
Yeah, 30. That should get you there.
Yeah, okay. And then I still have a chance to attack, right?
Yeah. So the constrictor snake has a +6 to hit for either its bite or its constrict attack. The constrict attack is stronger, but yeah.
I'm gonna
you can only have one target constricted at a time is the restriction.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the constrict attack.
All right, the Diamond Eye Diana is going to slither its huge mass between the legs of the group and make its way towards the nearest twig blight and try and wrap around it. You're looking for an AC of 12 is what you discover these guys have.
Ooh, I rolled a 2. There's +6 to hit.
Sorry, 13 is what I meant. That won't hit unless you want to use inspiration. Otherwise, the little twig blight would just barely like jump as you try and wrap your mass around it, and you would see it get ready to slash you back on its turn.
Yeah.
Anything else for you, Diana?
Well, I'm going to take my inspiration. I rolled again, but then another 12. Well, I got 6 and then +6 to hit, so.
Oh, just barely. Yeah, this thing has a 13, unfortunately, so yeah, you don't quite land it. But yeah, you get in their face and get your snake form up in there, and if that's it for you, Diana, we'd be at top of the next round with Crackles the Corrupt. So this sickly, boiling mass of ooze is going to continue to rant and ignin as it moves towards the group, first rising up onto this platform and then crossing over, making its way to be adjacent to Diana.
Sickness. Spread. Disease.
And of course, this thing is just speaking in Ignin, which Diana and Artemisia have the distinctive pleasure of understanding, as it seems to just only sound like strange, like sizzling, bubbling fire to anyone who doesn't speak the elemental tongue of fire. The corrupted elemental would make its way here and have to dash to do so. And we'll be done. You can sense, Diana, that is given off an extreme heat that you think that it hitting you, touching you, or even you touching it would likely burn. After Crackles, we've got the Twig Blights, followed by Deadeye. Our little Twig Blights here are going to swarm around the snake and try and deliver some claws. This one has to, the ones in the back are going to have to dash, and they are going to end up being back here. And then the ones over here are going to finish climbing with their regular movement to get down on the floor. And then they'll use their action to dash forward with several of them approaching Ivar and two of them going towards the enormous snake. So the only person who will be getting attacked by them will be Diana, who currently in your snake form, you have an AC of 12 and you have 60 hit points, Candace. And we're going to see 6 of these Vine Blights coming at you.
Yikes.
Yeah. All right. Claws times 6. All right. We've got a 10 and then a 10. So we are easily able to dodge 2 of them. Then the next 2 of them are going to rake you with their claws. And the next 2, there's only going to be 1 hit. So the 3 of the 6 are going to successfully scratch your snaky scales and flesh and rake you for a total of 9 damage there. And the blights would be done. And we've got Nikolai up next.
All right, I'm going to hide as I sneak forward. Oh, crit on the hide. As I get to this point, just go, holy shit, and load up a magical crossbow at the site of Crackles the Corrupt and shoot him with magical. Oh, I crit that too. Beautiful.
Ooh, devastating.
No.
35 magical piercing damage. Ooh, no, 36 plus 1.
Nice. All right, you would see the bolt lodge into the oozy mass of this creature, and it would, even in spite of its magical nature, after a few seconds, completely dissolve away in the hot acid. The bolt, however, did wound it quite a bit.
Nikolai would gulp audibly and kind of bump Tosh in the back and say, go get him, brave. And that is it for me.
All right, we've got Tobuscus followed by Tosh.
All right, Tobuscus will move on up and try to snatch up that Twig Blight. He will get a 13.
Uh-huh. That is exactly what you need. He gets a good grasp of it in his mouth.
I'll be 11 damage.
All right. He gives it just like a jerk side to side with his powerful jaws, and this twig blight is no more.
All right, he moves on past and turns around to help.
All right. Yeah, these
Heedless
little
moves
tiny creatures can not stop him from moving right through them, so he can definitely step through them. And very good, Tobuscus. We've got Tosh Helios right after him, followed by Tunes.
Yeah, Tosh is gonna come out and hopefully get really lucky and take out the couple of these blights that are right in front of Ivor. So the first attack will be a 17 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
6 damage.
Nice. Your sword is able to slice the blight in half easily in one strike.
Yeah, that'll actually be my glaive. I will use my extra attack to attack the next one, and then I'll also have my bonus action coming for from the Polar Mastery. Ooh, that'll be a 24 to hit.
Yes, yet again.
That one's gonna be 11 damage.
Nice. You donk another one of these plant critters into just little twigs on the ground that fall apart.
Oh, I think I'm gonna miss the last one. Yeah.
The last one's a miss, you say?
Yeah, the last one's a miss.
All right. The first two strikes fell 2 of the blights, and the half strike misses, but still not too shabby with 2 down for you, Tosh. And we're going to be followed up by the Quickling companion of Artemisia, Tunes.
You want me keep fixing them plants, boss, or should I stabby stab?
Keep taking out the corruption from the plants too.
Okay, I can stab that thing. It looks like it really wants to be stabbed. Okay, I'll take out the corruption.
And the little creature with just a whiz would just almost as if it just teleported, would be moving so quickly as it goes over the other summer thistle and plunges both of her little hands in there to try and pull out the tongue. She, however, fumbles around and is not able to pull it out this turn, as she ended up getting a 9. She is dexterous, but apparently she was not able to locate it this turn, as you see her kind of head first completely buried in the plant with just her tiny little feet sticking out the top as she's shuffling around trying to find it in there. Tunes will be done, and we've got Ivar up next.
All right, I will step into this square. And, well, just unarmed attack the blight nearest me as I move past. I'm just going to try to essentially bring a knee to his tiny little... I got a 18 to hit.
All right, that will definitely do it. And by the way, guys, I know I've been saying dexterity checks for Tunes. I've been meaning sleight of hand, but just for her, it happens to be her dexterity score. Man, sorry, yeah, right. You're slashing apart this twig.
I'm unarmed. I'm actually just hitting him with a knee.
17 damage into this one.
Yep.
Yeah, you easily take out that twig blight with a knee that's about the size of this thing, just leaving just a bunch of like sticky sap residue on your pants after you just shatter the creature.
Nice. Quick rules question. When I hit a creature, I can make a grapple check as a bonus action because of my Tavern Brawler feat. Does it have to be against the same creature, Nick?
It would say if it had to be.
Let me look it up. For now,
Yeah,
I
you can
will.
do it on a different creature for now. I'm not too worried about it. And then you can look it up when it's not your turn.
Sure, I'll try to
I'm pretty
grab
sure.
Clear.
Yeah,
The
I'm
closest
pretty
guy.
sure you are allowed to do it. Oh, sorry.
No problem. So my athletics will be a 19.
Ooh, well, I got a natural 19, which will put me at a 20, as this thing is like going to just deftly jump and roll out of your grasp.
Okay, I'll move up just a little bit more and end my turn. And then I turn to Tobuscus and say, Tobuscus, stay away from that thing, and point to the
Alrighty, very good. After Ivar, we've got Pepper on Artemisia, followed by Candace on Diana.
All right, so I'll run up to this one while shouting in Ignan, "We're here to help, fiery one. Fight the corruption if you can." And I'll attack.
It has been long since my flames burned. So sick.
No. 12 to hit.
You're looking for a 13 on a Twig Blight, so you just barely miss.
All right, but I still get my second attack, or if I fail on the first, is it all? Oh,
No,
excellent.
yeah, you still got a second one. Yeah, get in there.
14.
That does hit.
I hit.
Yay!
It's ridiculous. So 16 damage, and 9 of that is fired.
Oof, that is like several times over more than what you need. And just as before, your rapier splinters the body as the fire erupts and burns it from within. This Twig Blight is no more.
Excellent. All right, and this isn't difficult terrain, is it? I just see like the rocky stuff.
Nope. Nope. And then also the funny thing, since you're medium and Diana is huge, you can actually choose to occupy a space with her and have it just, it's no issue. So if that is something you wanted to do, you can move through Diana's square freely. Yeah.
I can move her through her square, but sorry, are you saying I could settle on where,
Mhm.
like,
You can
where-
end in there because she's so big. Yeah. Because she's
Wow.
2 size categories bigger than you. You can do that.
Just gonna stand all over her. Okay.
She's like coiled between your legs trying to trip you up.
I would never.
Alrighty, with your second attack claiming a Twig Blight, if that is it for you, Artemisia, we've got up next would be Diana.
Great. I want to attack this twig blight that is directly in front of me with my bite rather than my constrict. So let's see what's going on there.
Sure. It'll, from what you've seen, do more than enough damage. You just need to hit him with a +6 to hit.
Okay. Oh, man, these rolls. I got 8. Yikes.
An 8 total. That won't do it, unfortunately. Yeah, that is the nice thing is because of the size thing, you can move through these small things, these small size guys freely if you wanted to, even though they're enemies. But otherwise, yeah, that is your one attack.
I think I'm going to stay here.
Okay, very good. Unlucky dice for Diana, but we'd be at top of the order with your companion Crackles. Though you can understand him in your snake form, Diana, you do not have the human mouth to speak, or rather elf mouth to speak back to him the way Artemisia does. But Crackles is going to go and splash and touch with his caustic body the group here. He's going to move forward, and you're going to see him actually dissolve the twig blight that it moves through the space of, as it is immediately burnt up at the hot acid of its body, and it would then try and reach out and touch both Ivar and Artemisia.
No.
Ivar, we are most likely gonna miss you there. We got a natural 3,
Whew.
which will get a 10 total. Certainly not.
Mhm.
And oh, not even. But got a natural 1 on Artemisia, as Crackles' heart is not in it. Artemisia's heartfelt plea apparently was felt in the dice there, as Crackles does not get anywhere near touching either of you, as you guys just flinch back safely. That would be it for Crackles, who's going to be followed up by the Twig Blights, and then Nikolai. The Twig Blights here are going to scatter forward and try and push forward here into Diana. All right, Diana, you are big snake in their face and are getting a bunch of their attacks. Looks like there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that are going to try and stab at you with their tiny little branch, hard wooden claws. All right, so since on your snake form, Candace, your AC is 12, and these guys have a whopping +3 to hit. It looks as though we're gonna hit you 6 times total. So
Take it.
we'll go ahead and roll a little bit of damage for you. All right, so it is just 1d4 plus 1. Blam. All right, that is going to be 24 damage total, piercing.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. You guys see Diana's snake form lose about half its hit points, as there are several gaps in its scales and some nasty scratches along the length of her. We would have, after the twig blights, I believe that's all of them. We've got up next would be Nikolai, followed by Tobuscus.
All right, I'll move up and call out. So are we killing this thing or not?
I turn to you and go, don't you dare! We need it alive! It must be restored to save the town!
Well, then what do you want me to do? And then I'll turn to look and see Toon struggling over there and just shake my head. And I will use my cunning action and action to dash and disengage. And I have enough movement to scramble over the rocks here
Nice.
and get to there and end my turn.
All right, very good. After Deadeye, we've got up next is Tobuscus, followed by Tosh.
All right, Tobuscus circles around, leaps over the snake form of Diana and attacks the nearest... Ooh, good roll. 21 to hit for 11 damage.
Oh yeah, is gonna claim another one of these
He
twig critters.
howls, and that'll be his turn.
Victory, very good, Tobuscus. We've got Tosh Helios up next, followed by Toons.
Tosh is gonna follow suit with Tobuscus and come in swinging out down on these blights in front of Diana.
Like you can even
All right.
stand.
You're
Like,
a little bit in the wall there, so yeah, I'm actually gonna just relocate you here. You guys are all just like making Diana just like slither between everyone's feet here.
Yeah. Right on top of my neck, my snake neck.
You doing?
I'm sure
you
he's
doing it?
straddling you. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, I'm already bleeding, losing half my scales, and you're sitting on me.
That's just
Rushing in
why I
in
hate
beast
people.
form. Rushing in beast form as a druid though is so good as a way of tanking for your team. So I fully commend the strategy, Diana. So Tosh, say we got an attack roll coming.
Yeah, the first one's gonna be a 17 to hit for 5 damage.
5 damage will be enough to thwack one of those lights out of existence.
Sweet. The next one will be 16 to hit for 9 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you get a quick 1-2 combo.
And then the last one will actually be a crit.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, so I think the bonus action attack with your whole arm is a D4. So it would be 2D4 instead.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 5 plus the 3, so 8 damage.
That is, as you know, going to be more than enough as you get a quick 1-2-3 combo and claim your third there. All right. Very good, Tosh. Anything else for you?
That is gonna do it.
All right. Tunes is going to be up, and you guys are going to see that roughly 10 seconds after Tunes plucked the fetid, rotted tongue out of the summer thistle over there and threw it on the ground, the plant at this point actually erupts into just like a puff of flame that quickly settles down into just like a little kind of like radiant haze the way a heat lamp might give off, and actually gives off a faint little aura of smoke as though there's some natural burning going on in the flower. Those of you who are trained in survival, I think Artemisia and Diana would both recognize the summer thistle as healing and being healthy again. And on Toon's turn, she's going to try once again to wiggle her hands in there and see if she can pull out this rotten tongue. She ended up getting a 15 this time, which is going to be enough as she just heaves this tongue, the size of her body, just out onto the floor, making sure to get it out of the water, and it is easily able to dash on out of the way to make it up to Artemisia.
You want me to get the last one, boss? This thing looks like it's trying to hurt you.
Still get the last tongue from that thing. Please, no stabbing, more grabbing.
Alright, you got it, boss.
I love it. After Tunes zips over to your face, she'll move on back to this thing, and you can tell she's so quick she doesn't even fear opportunity attacks because nothing could even try and hit her. She's so fast. She is going to be done. She's going to be followed up by Ivar and then Artemisia.
Oh man, fire elemental.
You can pass that charisma check. I believe in you.
Seduce the elemental.
As a -1. I'm gonna take the opportunity attack, and I'm gonna pile in with the snake orgy over here. And yeah, try to take out one of the running punt one of the blights.
Okay. You are going to get a near miss as the elemental Crackles in his corrupted form lurches for your back as you move away, but he's unable to get you there. He got a 14.
Whew. All right. Coming in and got a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll easily hit the Twig Blight.
Or 6 damage.
Yeah, that'll be enough to one-shot the little guy.
All right. I will step forward. That'll actually provoke an opportunity attack from that guy.
Okay, yeah, he'll give you a tiny little twiggy claw. He got a crit miss, so he will not.
Nice. All right. That'll be my turn.
Okay, very good. After Ivar, we are going to have Artemisia, followed by Diana.
All right, so I'm going to attack the twig blight directly. No, I rolled a 1. Do you do crit failures in this, or?
It would just treat it as an auto miss, and sometimes I'll flavor it up, but in this case, we'll be lenient. You'll just miss the twig blights, but you've still got your second attack if you'd like.
Excellent, and I didn't set myself on fire. Okay.
Yet.
Yes. No. I got a 12. I rolled a 1 and followed by a 4, so I lost it.
Ooh, yeah, you need a 13. All right, unfortunately, the dice aren't quite with you there. But if you're all done, if you're happy where you are location-wise, we've got Diana up after you.
You know what? Actually, screw it. I'm going to use an action surge and just try to attack again.
Yeah, fighter things. All right, so Artemisia is going to unleash a well of fury and let loose another 2 attacks.
All right. 21, so I hit.
Easy.
And that does 11 damage, 6 of it fire.
Yep, easily incinerates that front twig blight, and then can step forward for your next attack.
Excellent. $13. You said that.
That's
hits.
just what you need. Yeah, that's just what you need. Mm-hmm.
$13.
All
8
right.
of that
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. You incinerate the second twig blight, so your second set of attacks is much more successful than the first. And yeah, you've got your bonus action if you'd like. Anything else for you, Artemisia?
No, I'm good.
All right. Very good. We've got Diana, bottom of the order.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and bite this little blight that's directly in front of me. And let's see. Oh my god. I rolled a 1. So that's not going to hit.
Yeah, crit miss, unfortunately. Thanks
Yeah.
for the dice
Wow,
with you tonight.
bad luck tonight.
You're taking damage, so you're tanking for the team. So you're being useful even if your dice are being stubborn.
Okay. These make me feel better about it.
Okay.
So Diamond Eye Diana is a little tied up with like 8 sets of feet, like trying to wrap around her body, and is having a trouble biting these blights. But if that's it for you, would be at the top of the next round. It would be Crackles the Corrupt, followed by the Twig Blight.
All right, I actually have super awful news. I'm afraid the cafe that usually closes at 11 is closing early for President's Day, and I had no idea, so it's closed right now.
Oh, okay.
I am so sorry. So
That's okay. We can just end it here for tonight. We were gonna end it in like about a half hour probably anyway, so don't feel bad, Pepper. I was so glad to have you and for you to meet everyone, and I would love to do this again, and at the very least take this to the conclusion of hopefully beating Bitter Breath, and who knows, even if you guys like playing with each other, we can even make it a regular session if we're able to. But thank you so much, Pepper.
that's awesome. Thank you. And I'm so sorry again. And if you guys want to continue this battle, by the way, without me, honestly, all I was planning on doing next was like attacking dude in front of me, maybe using like the phase step to like get behind these dudes and do some extra damage and just keep attacking and having the tunes keep getting the corrupt tongue things from.
That's okay. I think honestly, if we're able to meet again, it would give us a longer time for me to have a more fleshed out climax for the conclusion. That all sounds dirty, but anyways,
Yes.
the I'm totally happy to actually leave it here for tonight, and yeah, I hope if you're interested, I'll be in touch about potentially trying to reschedule an ending for this maybe like next month or something.
Awesome. I'm super interested. This is great. Thank you. Yeah, so sorry again. I have to leave.
No worries, Pepper. Thanks again. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye,
Nice gaming with you,
too.
Pepper.
Bye.
Bye,
Nice
Pepper.
seeing all of you, like playing and stuff. Bye.
Bye, you're great.
You're great too.
Aw, that's true. We're just great people.
Alrighty, guys. I will save it here, and yeah, thanks again for joining me for this one. And yeah, hopefully we can get together again and take it to the rescue or death of Crackles, depending on how it goes, and the hopefully defeat of Brunhilde Bitterbreath.
Yay.
Yeah, it was good times.
I got
Hunt and
stomped.
twig people.
I didn't bite anything, but I looked cool.
That's all that matters.
Really
Yeah,
well.
you're easily the coolest and most impressive looking party member.
Hands
And-
down.
I was about to say the most arrogant, but I don't think that's true.
You've got the haughty elf thing down. Nick's just like blasé and thinks he's too cool for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, I know I'm too cool for everything. Also, I could kill any one of you, and I'm pretty confident in that.
Thanks again, guys. I am going to step away, but yeah, I'll catch you guys later.